Hello, we will continue with the lesson 10.7. The second part is about find the segment of a circle, the area that is in this part, that is contained by a chord and a part of the circle. Now, you notice if we make extension from this point to the center here, we have the radius, we will have the area of the sector. We subtract the area of the triangle that is here. If we may align with the chord that is in this part, we will have a triangle. If we subtract the area of the sector minus the area of the triangle, we will get the area of the segment that we are looking for. Now let's see the example that is in the book to understand this part. Here we have the angle that is 60 degrees, we have the radius that is 18 inches if we are looking for this segment. Now, remember we have to find the area of the sector. How we find it? We're using the formula or the proportion that we have. The measure of the angle AB, this AB is 60 here, and now the radius is 18. Simple substitution, we get 54 pi. Now, the other part is find the area of a triangle. It depends what information we have. We have to use trigonometric identity, etc., to find the altitude and the base of the triangle. Now, in this part, we need to find the distance. We have the 18. We need to find the base in this part and the altitude here. Now, because it's a triangle that is 30, 60, and 90, it's a special triangle, we may find the altitude here. The height is 9 square root 3. Remember the theorem that we use with those triangles. You may use a sine, cosine, or tangent to find any of those. Finding the height and the base in this one, we will find the area of the triangle, simple substitution, and then we make a subtraction with the area of the sector, the first part, minus the area of the triangle, if we get the area of the sector. Now, let's solve the exercise number 3 that is here. Here we have it in the book. We have the radius is 4. If we have the angle here is 90. Now, here we have the exercise. We are looking for the shaded segment, that is this part. Only this part we are looking for. Remember, we have to find the area of the sector. Remember, this is a proportion. The area of the sector divided by the area of the circle is the same. The measure of the sector, that is in degrees, is divided by 360, that is the total measure of the circle. Now, we solve for this. We have the formula that is in the book. And we are looking for the area of the sector PQR. And we need the measure of PR, that is 90. And the area of the circle Q. The formula of the area is pi times the radius to the second power. If we make a substitution with those values, we know that it's 90 degrees, and the radius is 4. 4 to the second power, 16. We make the substitution. We will get 4 pi, that is equivalent to 12.57. That is the area of this sector here, all this sector. Now, we need the area of the triangle, that is in this part. Now, this area, because it's a right triangle, it is simple because the height is 4 and the base will be 4. Remember, the area of the triangle is base times height divided by 2. We make a substitution. 4 times 4 divided by 2, we get 8 meters to the second power. That is the unit. And the final part is find the shaded segment, that is the area of the sector minus the area of the triangle. If we make a substitution, if we get the area is 4.57. Now, what happens in those kind of exercise that we are looking for shaded area, there is no specific formula for this. Now, first we have to identify what is the um, the shape that we have, the figure that we have. We have a rectangle here. We have a square in this part. The measure in this side is 16. Is 16 as the diameter of this semicircle, and it is 16 for this side, and it is 16 in this part. That means this is a square. This part is a rectangle. As I says, this is a semicircle. Now, how we find the area of this one? We have to find the area of each part and then subtract. We have to find the area of the circle and divide it by 2 because it's a semicircle, and the area of the circle. Here we have the area of the wall because it's a wall here, and this is like a door. We have to paint. Is the area rectangle minus the area of the semicircle plus the area of the square. Now, the area of the rectangle is 36 times 26, and the area of the semicircle is, here we have it, 180 divided by 360 will be divided by 2. That means find the area of the circle divided by 2. But here we are using the formula, and the area of the square is side times side. That means it's 16 times 16, or 16 to the second power. We made the substitutions, and then we get the result. And the answer, because it's a multiple choice, is C. Now, in this exercise, please figure out how you will find the area of this figure. Because we have a semicircle and we have a triangle. We have to find the area of the triangle. Remember, it's base and height, 7 times 7 divided by 2. And the area of the semicircle, that will be the area of the circle divided by 2. And the answer that you get has to be 43.74. Please practice, and because you know the result, you can figure out if you have it correct or not. Now, this figure that is a rectangle with 2 complete circles and 2 semicircles. But we have to find the area of this rectangle. That is easy because it will be 18 times 6. So how we know the measure of the radius of the diameter in this circle? Well, is 6. In how many circles we have? We have 3 circles, because if we add this semicircle and this semicircle, we have a complete circle. Then what you have to find is the area of one circle. Because you have 3 circles, you have to multiply by 3. And then you will make operation or addition or subtraction. I will leave you that you have to figure out what you have to find. How to find the area of the shaded part, that is only this section that is in gray, and the result has to be 23.18. Please practice with those 2 exercises, and then see the instruction in the Google Classroom for your classwork.